What is up, everyone? It's the Vibe Kage here, and this is a new What If video of what if Deku was a hybrid. What hybrid could he be? Well, he's going to be a hybrid of a Saiyan and an angel, and he will not look anything like Izuku. So, how this goes, you may ask? Well, here you see the three who make up his Saiyan physiology. Wait, how does that work then? Well, Kaba is the dad. Kale and Khalifa, they use an item that let them be a person to do some bedroom training and sparring with Kaba, because I'll say Kaba got his potential unlocked by their Kai, but he didn't tell the other two that he was doing it. So when he was stronger than them in just his base form, they did a fusion with the Potara to try and match him, and then it ended up doing some bedroom sparring. But what they thought was weird is after like the very next day, because they were sparring for a good minute, they Kefla, she realizes that she's still fused, and like she thought, wait a minute, these are supposed to be temporary, aren't they? And Kaba's just like, yeah, you defused last time in the Tournament of Power, so I don't know what's going on. And, well, she pregnant. Yeah. Kefla got pregnant. The fusion of Khalifa and Kale, Kefla, she's knocked up with Kaba's kid at this moment. And they only know this because Vados shows up, and she is like low-key kind of mad that they were abusing the Potara earrings. She's saying like, yeah, that is not even supposed to be a thing. I don't know how the hell y'all managed to fuck up God like earrings. Like, y'all should have defused shortly after the first round. And that's what she said, because she watched, because she had nothing else to do. Champa's just a fat fuck who eats, so she was just curious, saw what they were doing, and then she was like, wait a minute, how come they're not defusing? And then, well, like when she came, she had the suspicion, like what was going on. She uses her staff over Kefla's body and says, yeah, you're pregnant. Which Kaba is going ape shit about. Like, no, not possible. No, nah, not me. Nope, definitely not me. Had to be Goku or something. That's fucking funny. Nah. So no. Kefla actually goes like this to Kaba as soon as she turns around, ready to fucking exterminate the fuck out of him. And then this is when another angel shows up. This one. This is Universe 10's, I think her name was Sus or Kus? Something like that. She was with Valdo. And I'll just say like her and Valdo's they're just a closer set of sisters. And she was also curious on like how that could happen. But not to the degree of Valdos's like pissosity. Like she's just like, oh, I want to meet them now. And Valdo's just like, I might have to kill him, because I don't know what the fuck they doing. The Potara earring should have defused them and not. Like, they're worried about what kind of baby is in there now, since, yeah. So, this is how the angel side goes. Valdos and her sister, who's, I'm gonna say her name is Cece. I don't know. Just a sec. Yeah, so her name is Kusu. I was close. Close enough. Anyway, Kusu, the angel of Universe 10, is just like, how about we do something, Valdos? What? And saying, well, it is technically not something we angels are supposed to do with mortals. And Valdos is just like, you mean the bedtime sparring? And she's saying, no. And she just like puts her hand over her stomach and saying she'll hold the baby for Kefla. And Kefla stops her attack, and Kaba's just like, what? Like, they all just like, y'all can do that? And then Valdos is just like, it is possible for an angel to move or erase unwanted pregnancies or just even deliver a baby, because we've seen Whis do something like that. So I'm just, sure, why not? Fuck it. They've never fully explained the angel's powers. And then Kusi is just saying she'll be more like an incubator rather than a like full-blown mother. And what they mean is like, so the baby will be in her for 9 months, show no signs of being pregnant, and then when the baby is ready to be born, she just says she'll just drop it off at at Universe 10's, one of their planets. And then Valdos is saying, wait, the baby's from Universe 6 though. And she's saying, yeah, but I won't say what happened with the Potara if you don't say anything about me kind of like taking a baby. Because I'll say she wants to have a kid, but it's forbidden. So she's trying to like, I think they fucked up the rules for you, and I won't say shit and help you cover this up if you help bend the rules for me. Kefla's just like begging Valdos to do this because this is like she doesn't mind being fused. It's just she doesn't want to be pregnant with Kaba's kid, and Kaba's just like offensive, and then like she gets ready to charge another energy blast at him, and Kaba's just like, alright then, I don't even care. And then so Kusu and Valdos just nod. Valdos and Kusu, they make their staffs touch. Kefla glows green, and then she asks, is it done? And then they defuse like right afterwards. And then Khalifa proceeds to beat the ever-living fuck out of Kaba, because yeah, brother, she was pissed. Kale was just like, okay, I'm not pregnant now. Damn, Kaba getting his ass beat. That's pretty much how she's just seeing that as. And Kusu, she's just like, I don't know what to name him. And she just starts thinking, because she remembers like how Kale is all with the green. So she's just going like, Midoriya. I'm gonna just name the kid Midoriya. And yeah. So that's how Izuku's pretty much gonna exist in this world. And I'll just say their planet Earth in Universe 10 is the world where My Hero Academia is at, because I can. And I will be bringing some Dragon Ball Super characters in, but like it'd be Kaba, Kale, Khalifa, Kusu, and Valdos mostly. Like, I don't see any reason to bring Universe 6 in. No, Universe 7 with Goku, Gohan, and all them. Especially because I doubt like Kaba would want to say anything to it. If anything, when it slips out, and if Vegeta's there, he'd be like, you, take me to see your brat now. We'll go like, I have to inspect this Saiyan type shit. And even then, that's on a pretty far off way. So, yeah. Kusu actually, when she heard that it takes 9 months, she's just like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna speed it up. And when they ask, what does that mean? It says, yeah, no, a month. I will, like, have the kid inside me. I will be incubator for a month. And after that, he should be ready to be a full newborn. And she just thinks, the Earthlings from Universe 7 were interesting. And then she thinks on Universe 10's Earthlings, they're not as strong. So she's like, I guess I'll send them there, to the Earth in Universe 10. And they're all like, okay. Valdos is, I don't know who the hell that is. Valdos is kind of pissed off because she doesn't want to break the rules, but she's been like put in a situation where she's like, I can't find a way out of this. I cannot. I would get in trouble for letting that shit happen. And so yeah. Just to show y'all, and I take no credit on the Saiyan image you're about to see. It's just something I just typed in Google. Half angel, half Saiyan. Yeah, this is what Deku's gonna look like pretty much. Full white hair, ripped. He'll have a tail. No Potara earrings, but silver eyes, white hair. That's what he takes from Kusu, is the silver eyes and white hair. Well, silver, whitish silver. And yeah, he'll have a tail like a Saiyan, which will surprise Kale Khalifa, and Kaba. It surprises them when they find out that no, the baby was born with the tail. And they're like, wait, we evolved past that. What does that mean? And Kusa's just like, don't worry about it. He ain't your kid. She just shakes her head, like, denying Kaba the fact that he's the father. And Kaba's just like, I don't know how to react to this. Oh, and when Deku does power up, this is kind of like how his ki, in a sense, looks like. Is like the dark outline and then like a white inline. There'll be sparks of white and black lightning around him. And this is pretty much how his Saiyan out, like this outfit is his hero costume. And I'll say when like Kusu drops off baby Izuku, she just knocks on a woman's door and leaves him there. That's it. The woman, of course, is Inko. And Inko had just lost her Hisashi. He had just died, like 2 months after their wedding and their honeymoon, and they were planning on having a kid. And then, yeah. So on the note, it's saying, "Please take care of little Midoriya," and I'll say Inko is, because their last name is supposed to be Midoriya. I'll say Hisashi was just related to Inko and is related to Bakugo's dad. So it's Inko Bakugo. No, not Bakugo. Katsuki. No. It is Bakugo. Bakugo's the last name. It's so weird. Anyway, so it's Inko Bakugo and Midoriya. And this is the only name that is put, is just Midoriya. So she is raising Izuku and is not giving him the last name in a sense, but she is like pretty much, I don't know whose kid this is, and I will raise it. So, and Mitsuki never had Bakugo. I'm gonna just say that because Mitsuki, her husband also died, which was Inko's brother, because Katsuki's dad and Deku's dad were like working together and they got killed by some villains. So yeah, Katsuki got Inko never got pregnant and Mitsuki never got pregnant, so they're gonna adopt this kid and they're raising them together. Why not? Fuck Bakugo's existence. He is not part of this story whatsoever. However, I will have a character in remnants of Bakugo much early on. Yeah, that works for me. And yeah, I'll start going into little Midoriya's growing up. And here's the thing. Everyone likes him because he looks, well, like a god in a sense. Like, he has the silver eyes and white hair as a baby, and they're like, oh, cool. Now, I will say this. He does show, like, the strength of a baby Saiyan right away. So, like, he is, like, only 2 months old. And, like, I'll say Mitsuki was playing with him. And what she was doing, like, she was just tossing him up in the air, like, and catching him just, like, a little bit. And then one time she tossed him up in the air, and then she sees that he's just floating there, so just giggling. And then when she goes to, like, damn, my throat was getting, phlegm. Gross. Anyway, so Mitsuki was trying to grab Deku down, and so she jumped to grab him, and Deku uses his hand, like his little baby hands, to grab her fingers, and she realizes he's holding her up because she's floating in the air and he's just laughing and giggling. She calls Inko over and Inko's just like, oh god, the baby's flying. And he's holding you. Holy crap. And this whole time, Kusu's just like watching, just like, huh. That's pretty interesting. A Saiyan physiology mixed well with my angel physiology. I bet it would have been nice. Oh well. It's because she doesn't want Belmod to be like, was it Belmod? No. The elephant god of destruction, the pink one. Yeah, and Gowasu too. Like, she don't want any of them to find out right now. But Gowasu's gonna think it's strange how there's a child on Earth with an insane amount of potential. And he'll see it as an Earthling, and he's wondering why this Earthling has remnants of God Ki. Because he do. And if you're wondering how strong I'm gonna make Deku in this one, he is eventually gonna be the strongest person in like that whole universe. Like the strongest. And he will fight in the Tournament of Power Part 2, which is why this is very important. So, yeah, this is a Dragon Ball Super crossover one. And one thing I'm gonna say is, like, they take Deku to the quirk doctor, like when they were able to bring him down and not have him be freakishly strong. And Inko did record, like, so they had proof of like baby Deku doing it in case they couldn't get him to like show his powers again. They do some tests and they're like, yeah, no, this kid's physiology is nothing we've ever seen before. His muscles are almost 100 times as dense, yet as a human being should be, but they're almost as light as a fucking feather. The kid's bones are more durable than steel. And they even say, like, his tail, we could not do anything to it. It did not come off. We tried to, like, poke needles in him and nothing. Like, they could not get blood from baby Deku. So they had to do, like, pulling the hair and going through there for his DNA. And they're like, it's like, it's somewhat human, but there's genetics of other unknown species, if you will. And one even say, like, one in particular has, like, a sort of energy radiation from it. They're like, what? In his DNA, like, in lieu of a quirk, like, they straight up say, his x-rays show, like, like, they even say he might, like, they don't know what he is, like, some sort of new evolution in the quirk genome or something, because they're like, yeah, he does not have that bone in his, like, foot, but there's a lot of other things that are in him that we don't know about. Yeah, physically, he, like, it deems, yes, quirk, and him having a tail is also, like, yeah, dead giveaway, but no, like, this kid is something else. Like, we don't know what he is. And they're, like, worried. They even mention, like, the quirk factor? Like, after a while, like, the quirk gets too strong for the human body and generation. But then, he says that was a theory of theirs, but their son, his body, like, it seems to actually be able to withstand this power. So they're not entirely 100% sure if, like, if Deku could be called quirked or not, because he's too strong. He's just too strong for them. Damn, I have a meeting at 1 and I don't want to go to that. Crap baskets. This will be a quick one, though. Since there's no Bakugo, and besides, like, he admires heroes, this Midoriya. I do kind of want to give him a Saiyan name, but I can't think of one. I know they're named after vegetables, but there's a lot. Fuck it. Shallot. A non-canon character from the video game series. Midoriya Shallot. Because Kaba was like asking Kutsu, like, can we give him a Saiyan name? And they're like, I already named him that, and he's already on Earth. And then Kaba's just like, please, can I go meet him? And they do. Like, Kusu and Kaba actually do introduce themselves to, what is it? Inko and Mitsuki. And you gotta remember, Kaba looks young, and so does her. So when Mitsuki and Inko see them, they're just like, oh, of course. They're just kids who couldn't, like, raise the kid. Like, they just see them as, like, teenagers, too. And Kaba's just like, no, actually. And then Kasu just, like, shut up. Just, like, instantly ordering him to shut up. And he's just like, okay. So they're just getting the fact, okay, she's the one in control. He was stupid. That's all they got. They understand. It was, like, mostly Kaba's fault. Which it is and it isn't because... yeah? And no, so what they say is Kaba introduces himself as Kaba and Kusu introduces herself as Kusu. And the two are arguing on the name for the kid. And they said Midoriya and Shallot. And Izuku just giggles and they realize he likes both names. So it's Shallot Midoriya. And Mitsuki and Inko, because they share the same last name, Kosu asked them, are they like one of those couples that are the same gender? Like, she puts like a finger to her like chin, puzzled, because yeah. And I'm gonna say like they both blush at this because they never they were always good with each other. And shut your, like, if you under 18, then click off right now. This is not meant for you, child. This next scene is not meant for you. They experimented with each other in like college all the fucking time, and they would swap they would share Hirashi from time to time. So yeah, and so it's not like they're against it. It's just like they never really thought that was like a thing that they could do. So yeah, Midoriya's mom is pretty much Shallot. And in this case, it's just gonna be Shallot. And if I call him Izuku or Deku, it's just for me to like remember who I'm talking about. So yeah, Izuku, yeah, just did it right now. See, it's because it's so easy. So yeah, Shallot in this universe is gonna be raised by two women together, and they don't really do much like of bedroom sparring, but they do tend to get spicy with each other a lot. So, and those I can't really go into because there's no reason, because they're not really part of the story. It's going to be about Shallot Midoriya. So yeah, and as a nickname he's just called Shao. And no, yeah, they just call him Shao for short sometimes. And yeah, he is. And like Kaba even tells them he's really sorry about like leaving the kid in their care. They're just not able to raise him. And then like they're just like, yeah, no, we understand. We thank you. So it's like an undisclosed adoption right then and there. So they do get a certificate for little baby Shallot. And it's like who his parents once were. And then this. And then here's the thing. I'll just say, like, for convenience sake, All For One knows about Shallot because Dr. Ujiko was at that hospital, and he was like, they even asked him, since he was the quirk doctor, what does he think about like the readings on this kid? And All For One is just like, yeah, we gotta find this kid. I don't know what powers he has, but I'ma take it. Because he was reading like the whole chart of the kid's biology. So they're like not understanding what he is. And then Dr. Ujiko saying, but if he really is the next evolution, it might not be a quirk. We don't know if your power could... and All For One was getting really pissed and threatens Ujiko to... like, he tells him if he doesn't shut up, he'll kill him himself. And that he doesn't have to worry about any more quirks and their quirk factors. And none of that. Because all for one a dick. So yeah. I don't know. I feel like I chose this one because she just looked like the one who would do the most scandalous things out of all the angels. And I don't know why. Sorry, Kusu. And, well, yeah. Izuku. Like, yeah, I'm gonna have to do his childhood a lot, too. Oh, I have to get ready for work soon, so this will be a small video, especially compared to the last video I put out at almost 2 hours. Jesus Christ. I just don't have a lot of time right now. I would have an extra hour, but gotta get those bills. Gotta get that money. That sucks. Anyway, where should I leave it off? I'm gonna just get to his first friend of the story. Deku grows up, and like it's not like that he doesn't like people. It's just like he doesn't really care when people compliment him or like say he's so strong or he's so powerful or like he's gonna be a good hero. He doesn't care about any of that shit. He is a lot more different than the Saiyans, where like yes, he does enjoy a good fight, but he's also from Kusu. I'm gonna just say he's playful, but like he's okay being by himself in a sense. But like, and even though he doesn't always like smile, he will. And when he does, the bitches are just wet floor sign. So yeah. Yeah, it'd be like that. And Deku, he don't really care, honestly. He enjoys some people's company more than others, but to him it's like not really that significant. And if we want to do power level scaling, Deku is at like 13,000 as a kid. And for other characters like All Might, I'll say All Might's at 100k just because why not? Power levels are bullshit anyway in Dragon Ball Z. Like for real. It was so fucking confusing with that. So yeah, Deku is like only at the power level of 13,000, but there's an ungodly amount of like power inside of him. That's another thing. So yeah, he actually does take a lot of martial arts classes because he enjoys fighting. And that's where he meets two people who end up being like his two best friends, and also he's the third wheel of this couple. It's Ojiro and Kendo because why not? Two karate buffs. Put them up. Yeah. So those two get along well, and Kendo's big hands work with Ojiro's big tail, if you get what I mean. So that's fucking that's fucking horrible. But yeah, no. So yeah, Ojiro's just good. He's in good hands. I couldn't resist. And yeah. So Deku, like he does like the two, like he thinks it's good for them. But he himself, like, he knows, like, he does have two moms, and people do make fun of him for that. And Deku would just, like, punch the air and just send them flying. Because he doesn't actually need to hit anyone. I mean, if he wants to, he can just, like, Beerus flick somebody, or Tsunade flick them, if you will. For, like, more appropriate size damage. He can just flick somebody. But no, he'll just, like, throw a punch in the air, and, like, the shockwave alone is enough to send them into the wall. And yeah, this is fun. Damn, that also means Deku is already like a little bit over of a tenth of what All Might's power is. Oh well. OP Deku, yes. He's gonna have fun. Mostly because I'll say like when he is 6, Kaba and Kasu come down and ask to like have Deku for like a day, which Inko and Mitsuki were hesitant about, but they reluctantly agree. Fuck, 20 minutes. Okay, so, yeah, and Like, they straight up tell them, oh no, trust me, we'll bring him back perfectly fine. And so they leave off planet. They didn't say that part though. They just go to like planet Sadala. Why? Because besides Deku being 6, he's super fucking mature because his mind is part angel, so he kind of already understands everything of normal humans. Like, he gets the whole relationships, the whole why you fuck, the difference between love and sex, and all that shit. He already knows about it at a young age. And yeah, when like someone like his 2 moms were surprised, like, this kid caught on way too quickly about everything. But he's so nonchalant about it. Like, despite Deku knowing like so much adult shit, he still enjoys his kid years in a sense. And I'll just say, like, for him, it's just, it doesn't really matter what people do as long as like, they kind of leave him the fuck alone and don't piss him off. He's fine, and he doesn't really have an anger management issue. It's just he prefers not to be around people who annoy him. So yeah, because he has tendencies from his 4 parents. When it comes to Kaba, he has good martial arts skills and is quick to learn shit. He does get timid around certain females. The ones with giant oppai and thick thighs. Because, yeah. And also, if they act Saiyan-like, he's just like, oh, I love it. You will be one of the many wives I have. And yeah, the main reason why I'm saying that is because Kusu actually tells Deku, since he is a new quote-unquote race, that she expects him to have a fuck ton of kids. And fuck the whole monogamy thing. And he's just like, okay. And like, they even tell him, like, yeah, no, your original parents are over there. Yes, Kaba is the dad. And then like, they motion for Kale and Khalifa to come out. They do the Potara earring in front of Deku so he can meet Kelfla, his original biological mother. And Deku's just like, oh, okay. They tell him the whole story. In case you're wondering, how can a 6-year-old handle this information? He can. Deal with it. It's a hypothetical, fictional, what-if scenario, so don't look too much into logic for this, my guy. Just try and enjoy. So yeah, Deku. So he now realizes that, okay, so I am needed for this. And they also tell him that eventually he will have to participate in something called a Tournament of Power, where the strongest people from each universe gather and fight. And then they even tell him that that his parents are actually from a different universe, Universe 6. But that since Kusu was his incubation mother in a sense, and she's the angel of guardian, like, yeah, she's the angel of Universe 10, that he's living there. And he's just like, my head hurts, but I get it. And then he says, like, so am I fighting for your team? As he points to Kusu, and like, he even gets confused, like, wait, what do I call you people? Because they're all like, what do you mean? Like, he then lists off Inko and Mitsuki, saying like he already has 2 moms at home. And then he technically points to Kaba, saying like, he's technically my only ever dad, and he ain't even there. And Kaba kind of feels like a piece of shit of this. He's like, damn. And he's like, I literally live 4 universes away. It's not like I can't travel. But then, like, this is something that he asks Kefla and Kaba. Why didn't y'all want me? Just straight to the point. Like, no gearing up, no nothing. Just, why didn't you want me? And they explained that their Potara fusion was supposed to be only like for an hour, And the fact that it stayed well past that was technically breaking a law that mortals shouldn't do, and that they were in threat of their own life. And in order to hide the evidence, well, not hide evidence, but like to like help the situation mellow out more, Kusu and Vados, and he does meet Vados now, and he sees Vados as his like aunt in a sense then, and like he's even confused on how to like respond to Kale and Khalifa and Kaba. He does not call Kaba dad at all. He just says Kaba. But he does say goodbye to his his other two moms of the Saiyans, and then he hugs Kusu and thanks her for like introducing him to his other human moms. And Kusu was kind of like taken back because she wasn't expecting like Deku to be so chill, but like okay. And she does, like, from the anime, she seemed to be like a very bubbly person, so Deku will grow into that eventually. Just he's still trying to like figure out how he should feel about himself and his existence, which I get a lot of people are like that now. So hey, it's whatever. And yeah, Deku, he pretty much just goes back home. He doesn't really train with them. He just talked with them, and it like the trip doesn't take no more than like 30 minutes, but like they did want to talk and celebrate Deku's birthday. And one thing that Kusu does give Deku is a what is it? Knowledge. Like she just like taps him on the head and shares knowledge of humans with him and human-esque like materials, because when he went there, he didn't really know things, and he was learning things as he goes. So what Kusu gave him was mastery of all languages, mastery of all instruments, and an affinity for art, because he's an angel and he might as well be some god tier talents. And Kusu even says, yeah, I also gave you like cooking skills because you're a Saiyan and Saiyans are going to eat a lot. And then they also like, and then Kusu says, by the way, humans in your world, their powers are called quirks. And you've heard this, right? What did they say your quirk was? And then Deku's just like, I think they just said it was superpower. And Kusu laughs and saying, yeah, I have a better name. And Deku's just like, really? What? Angel. And Deku's just like, but I don't have wings. And she's just like, The Saiyans laugh at this because they're like, he has a point. To which she kind of like just knocks them back with her staff. She just like does a swing of the force, but the air pressure was enough to send the three flying back into a mountain. And Deku's just like, whoa, you're super strong, Mom. And Kusu's just like, the fuck you just call me? And Deku's just like, oh, can I not call you my mom either? And Kusu's just like, no, you can. It's just, I was not expecting that. And then she messes up his hair. She's saying, you did get your hair and your eyes from me, though. So, yeah. She's happy about that. And in case you're wondering, Deku having Ultra Instincts, he has to learn it. It's just a technique and not a quirk. It's just meh. So instead of calling it Angel, Vados recommends just saying it, how about you just call it Heavenly Key? And which Deku is just like, I like it. Thank you, Auntie. And Vados is just like, fuck. I like this kid now. So she's going to be more in touch with Kusu so she can get like videos of Izuku growing up in a sense. And then Kusu just like gives Whis all, like not Whis, Vados all like the small baby videos that she's collected over the 6 years. And so yeah. And Kale does hug Izuku saying she's sorry that Some of her timidness might make things hard for him. Kaba apologizes, and Khalifa's just like, yeah, I have no flaws, kid. And since you're part me, you're going to be a total badass. So she just like sticks out a fist and saying, I look forward to fighting you one day, son. And Deku's just saying, I can't wait to kick your ass, mom. And Khalifa was pissed. Just like, oh, you got some spunk, don't you? Yeah, so shit like that. Oh, fuck. Don't want to go to work. I'm gonna just wrap this up now then. So yeah, Deku goes home, and I'll get more into his life growing up later. I'm just upload this. Have a good one, guys. I'll see you all later tonight, and I'll have another what if video. To a continuation what if part to one of my other ones. I just haven't decided which one yet. And then I'm also gonna do what if Deku was Mexican or part Mexican. And in this one, it's just like he's the son of Sato, Chad from Bleach, because he was also part Mexican. I'll just say like he went down to Mexico, and Inko was there, and she was just a Japanese there, and she recognized him, and yeah, so Deku is going to be the son of Chad. So he will have Chad's full ring though, of brazo izquierda and brazo izquierda de gigante. No, brazo izquierda de diablo and brazo derecho del gigante, I think. Or it might be the other way around. I have to check that. Either right arm, it's right arm of the giant and left arm of the devil. And so yeah, that's how Deku gonna be. And I'm gonna try and record that later. Hopefully I get time to it. Peace out, everyone.